Hello, amazing online crew. How are we? We're going to talk about whether you've got what it takes to be successful. So, have you got some traits that you really need to have to be successful in business and online? So, we're going to do a little bit of a check-in with you and the qualities that you have, the habits that you have, and whether you've got enough of them to, be the kind of person that can really be successful. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit of a check-in today. So normally I would do this kind of video yesterday at the timing of this video. So I start my week with something to do with personal development, personal growth, and something to get your brain ticking, the juices flowing, if you like. But yesterday we had a very special live because I announced the top 15 of our recent 21-day Facebook Live online crew video challenge. So if you missed yesterday's video, go back and I'll recap just a little bit of that in a moment. What I would like to know, those of you that are here with me live, can you see me and hear me okay? I just did a video not long ago in the video challenge group and my screen was perfect. But when I went back into the group to pin the post to the top, I looked at the screen and I was all pixelated. It was awful. I may even have to do that video again. But can you see me okay, guys? I rebooted my computer quickly before I went live, hoping that that was going to solve the problem. So how am I appearing to you guys? Oh, you can see and hear me fine. Okay, so those of you that were in the video challenge, I just posted not long ago video 13. I've got to host a webinar after that, then I got calls and whatever. If I get time, I might actually do that video again because it was awful. But yeah, there is a video 13, guys, those of you in the video challenge, because it's just wrapping up the challenge, what's happening next, those that are doing their own 21 days, what to watch out for. So please go and watch video 13 in the video challenge group. I'm all pixelated, but you can hear me. Okay, so you will be able to hear what I'm saying. One of the things I highlighted there is those of you that finished the video challenge and you used the tracker. Like there were heaps of people that finished that didn't use the tracker, but if you counted for points and prizes and you finished, even if you weren't in the top 15, I've got bonuses for you guys. I've got extra bonuses on top of everything I've already given you. I've got extra bonuses, but you've got less than 24 hours to claim them. So you need to go to Unit 3 in the video challenge group and look at the posts and see if your name is on the list. If the name is on your list, click on the links to claim your bonus. If the links don't work, let me know. I've already had a couple of people reach out to me about that. So if the links don't work, I need to know. Okay. So I am tomorrow interviewing Leilani. So we call her Lani as well, Leilani or Lani. I'm interviewing her tomorrow, guys, here on this page. So please join me and support Lani when I interview her as the winner of our video challenge. For those of you that are sitting in the background still not conquering live video, you're still scared of live video, you don't want to know about it, please turn up tomorrow and listen to what Lani has to say. And those are fellow challengers, if you could support Lani tomorrow on my live, that would be awesome. I did forget to tell you guys yesterday that I had a graphic for you. So those in the top 15, I had a graphic ready to go for you to promote on your social media. So that's also in Unit 3 over in the video challenge group, okay? For anybody that wants to know, I am doing another video challenge. I'm starting on March 11th. It'll go from March 11th to March 24th. It is only 14 days. So if you want to keep the consistency going, those of you that have been in the previous challenge, that's when it's going to start. Those of you that are sitting in the wings still not doing it, then that's the date we're going to start. The group is not open at the moment. I've got to rebrand everything and get ready for the next challenge. So I'll let you know when that happens. But for those of you wondering and asking, it's just going to be a 14-day challenge. We start on March the 11th. So invite your friends along, okay? And also for those of you that are still need to sort out your brand, You're still struggling with your branding piece. Our branding course is starting again next week on March the 2nd. The link is up above if you need to consider that. Those of you in my coaching community, you get a very special discount for that course. So you need to message me for the link for that, okay? But we're starting the 14th round of our branding course next week, okay? So I think that's all the updates I've got for you. And I would like to say a very special thank you to Paige Lewis and Joyce Hopkins for leaving beautiful recommendations on my page. Just really, really appreciate anybody that goes across and does that. I'm very, very grateful. Really appreciate anybody that takes the time to go over to the recommendations on my page. So thank you, Paige and Joyce, for doing that. Okay, who is here today? We've got Heather. Hello, how are you? Good to see you on. Heather is a life member of our online crew coaching community. That was Harley shaking his little neck, if you caught that in the background. Hello, mate. Hello, Cindy. I hope you're feeling better. Gloria, how are you? Gloria is a life member of our coaching community. G'day, Michael. High five, Mike. How are you? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Is that 100 characters yet? Very good, Michael. I'm impressed. For those of you that don't know what that means, a little tidbit that I shared in my Boost Your Business Page Bootcamp last week is that if you can get people to comment 100 characters or more, it's going to increase your organic reach. So our bootcamp last week was full of tips like that. If you're in the coaching community, you can catch the replays for that. Hello, Mel. How are you? Life member of our coaching community. Good morning, Emma. Good to see you. It's morning in Emma's part of the world, the same as me. Hello, Olive. Lovely to see you here. Hello, Susan. Good to see you on. Loud and clear. So I'm glad my screen's fixed itself. Olive's a life member of our coaching community. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Susan. You guys are awesome. Yes, all good, all clear, all clear. Amazing. Hi, Monica. How are you? Good morning, Renee. How are you? I'm heading your part of the world. Tomorrow night, I'm flying out to WA. I think you're in WA, aren't you, Renee? Hi, Mitch. How are you? Hello, Cynthia. Good to see you on. We've got Megan. We've got Judy and Bob. Clear now. Good to know. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we will be in Florida, and I'm excited to join. Good. I'm just jumping on. Hope you've had a good day. My day's just starting, really. Well, I've had a few calls already, but hi, Janet. How are you? So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here with me live. It's always awesome to have you guys live. Now, let's do a check-in. Where are you guys at with good or bad habits that you have, and do you have these kind of traits to be successful? Did you realize we're not born successful? Did you realize that? That we don't just plop out into the universe and somebody waves a wand and says, you are going to be successful. It doesn't happen that way. So the people that you look up to that are successful, the things that people that are moving and shaking and having results in their business when you aren't, what is the reason for that? The reason for that is a lot of the traits that they have. So I'm going to run through a whole lot of traits, and hopefully you've got these. Like, do a check-in, guys. Harley, you're going to knock my computer off the desk if you keep doing that. Can you just sit down, mate? I just want to say hello. So let's check in with these things, because you have to intentionally become successful. You have to work towards it. And if you honestly, if you are mediocre, you're going to have a mediocre life. Don't mean to sort of be as blunt as that, but if you settle, your life will be settled. Do you guys want to settle, or do you want more? Do you want more out of life? Do you want to make more money in life? Do you want to have a successful business in life? Do you want to be happier in life? Do you want to mingle with amazing human beings that light you up every day? If that's what you want, you have to make it happen. But the person that you are makes that happen. So it's not the skills you learn. It's not all the tricks of the trade. It's not the silver bullet. It's not the social media strategy or the latest strategy. It's who you are as a person. So let's check in whether you've got these things. And I want to know what you're doing well and what you're not doing well. Be honest enough to share with me on this live where you sit with these kind of things, okay? So if you really want to be successful, these are the kind of traits that you need to have. And if you don't, then it would be areas of improvement for you. Nothing's a failure. Nothing's wrong. You've never done anything bad. You've just learned a lot of stuff. So if things didn't work out well, they're not failures, they're lessons. Okay, so that's the first thing. Don't ever look back. It doesn't matter what's happened yesterday or the past 6 months or 20 years or 30 years. That's gone. You can't change that. What you can change is what you do today. What you can change is how you show up to the world every day. What you can change is what you work towards going forward. And if you want to be successful, these are the kind of things you want to work on. Okay, so I've got some notes here because there's actually 10 of them. So Check in with yourself whether you possess these qualities. And if you don't, you know what to work on. Okay, this should all be part of your personal development. You're in this kind of industry where personal development is huge because you're learning to become amazing entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs need to do it for themselves. There's no boss. There's no one coming to save you. There's no one looking over your shoulder saying, do this, this is your job description. It's all up to you. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to make you successful for you. You need to do it yourself. So these are the kind of things that we want to become as a human being. So number one, do you have the drive for it? Do you have the drive to become an entrepreneur? Do you have the drive to be successful in your business? Are you driven to do things every day? Or are you in this industry and you're not really motivated to do anything? You don't want to contact anybody. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to learn. You're just not motivated for it. So that's a massive issue. Do you have the drive and the determination to do things that most people won't do? If you want a life that most people don't have, we have to do things that most people won't do. One of those things is live video, which a lot of you are conquering if you've done video challenges with me. And that's amazing because most people won't do them. They're too scared about what other people think. We have to push past that, don't we, guys? We've got to do video challenges and things like that and do silly things to push past all that fear. So do you have the drive and determination to make this work? If you don't, it's going to be really hard to be successful. So Renee's got drive. So she's got number one tick. Let's see if we can tick them all off, Renee. Laurie, hit me up. Let me have it. I've room for improvement. Okay, so let's work out which ones of these 10 that you guys need to work on. Drive and determination. Purpose, intentional. So it's drive and you're intentional about what you're doing and what you're striving for and how you go about it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, are you self-reliant? Or do you need somebody to come and give you encouragement every step of the way, or to babysit you, or to tell you what to do? Or here's a map from, A to Z, and I'll walk you through every step of the way of what to do. It won't work as an entrepreneur. You have to have a huge, high level of self-reliance, self-motivation, those kind of things. The only person you can rely on in this world, guys, is you. You might have mentors, friends, work buddies, people in the industry with you, all that kind of stuff, but you can't rely on them. The only thing you can rely on is what you do. Other people can support you, but they can't make it happen. You need to make it happen. So self-reliant, you are self-reliant, and you can get the job done without somebody needing to motivate you every step of the way, okay? So you've started something now, Renee. We're going to check in with you here. Self-reliant. And if your video effort in the video challenge is any indication, I'm sure you've got all 10 of these things. Okay, 3, willpower. Do you have that feeling, I'm going to make this happen, even when you don't want to? Are you going to turn up on live videos even when you don't want to? Are you going to contact somebody even when it scares the crap out of you? Like, what kind of willpower do you have to get the job done even when you don't feel like it? You've got to have willpower to make it as an entrepreneur and to get the job done. The world's greatest successful entrepreneurs are focused. How focused are you on what you want to achieve, whether you like it or not? So that focus, that willpower, it has to be unwavered. It may come and go every now and again, but your willpower and your ability to focus on the tasks at hand is critical. Because otherwise you're going to go in all these different directions and get distracted for weeks, months, years, maybe. So willpower, determination, focus, those kind of things. Okay, so that's number 3. Okay, Paige, you just jumped on. I just thank you before earlier, Paige, for your lovely recommendation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Lovely to see you on. So how are we going with Renee? Oh, my God, yes, willpower. Only in the last year I've gained this. So we're not born with it, are we, Renee? Like, it's something that we've got to work on. So these are the successful habits of, successful people. So, work out what you need to improve on. So patience. Laurie Endress, are you still on with me live? Laurie doesn't have any patience. She wants things to happen yesterday. I'm only joking, Laurie. Love Laurie. Patience. Things go wrong. Things maybe not go as fast as you want them to. It's a massive learning curve, this industry alone, let alone bringing it online and learning, the whole online world and social media and algorithms and Facebook advertising and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's just not going to happen as fast as you want it to happen. You've got to have patience when you are learning to be your own business owner and a successful, entrepreneur. So it's painful sometimes, but we have to have patience. As long as you are moving forward with baby steps, progress is progress, whether it's fast progress or slow progress. And what I generally see in this business model is that those that fly up and are really successful often don't know how they got there or how to maintain it or sustain it. So people can go down as quickly as they've gone up. If you're patient and you work towards things and you're actually really learning as you go, then you've probably going to have more long-term success in this industry. So patience, as painful as that may be. Yep, Laurie's still there. So that's one that Laurie needs to work on. Cindy, I'm impatient. I struggle here. I need to practice this one. And this is our industry. Everybody wants it yesterday. I mean, who wouldn't? Wouldn't you want to earn more money tomorrow than you do today? Don't you want to be more successful? Don't you want a whole lot of fans and followers more than you do today? Like we all want that, but we have to earn it. We absolutely have to earn it, particularly in the online world. So we have to be patient with that. So checking in with Renee, she's got patience. Monica, I'm slow and steady, learning as much as I can. Slow and steady is okay, as long as you're making progress. Don't go slow and steady and go backwards. Slow and steady and making progress. It builds a solid foundation, okay? Number 5, integrity in what you're doing. So how you're building your business, how you want to show up in this world. I spoke about this last week. How do you want to show up on social media? Is somebody telling you how to show up on social media? Are you being taught old, outdated ways on, being pushy on social media or pushing things into your opportunity? Where's your integrity sit with your business and how you're showing up to the world, particularly in the online world? That's up to you. So work out where your integrity sits with what you're doing, how you're growing your business, how you're showing up, those kind of things. Because if you don't have integrity with what you're doing, it won't last, guys. You'll be out of the game 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, maybe 5 years, but you'll be out of the game if your integrity isn't where it needs to be. So that can only last so long. When you've got integrity with what you do, you can hold your head high and know that what you're doing in the industry that you're in and the way that you're showing up in social media, when that aligns with you, you'll stick with it. If you're out of alignment and you don't have integrity with it, it just won't last because it won't feel right. And things that don't feel right, our brain tells us not to do. Now, sometimes that's healthy for us and we've got to think, no, I've got fear because I'm worried about what people think of me. I've got to push past the fear. That's different. But actually integrity and having integrity in the business that you're in, the way you're showing up to the world on social media, that sits with you. So if that's not feeling right, then work out where you sit and which way you need to go to get that integrity back. Okay, so that's really important. Number 6 is a passion. Now, this is an interesting one. I don't believe you, because this is my journey, I don't believe you have to start this business with a passion. I didn't know what I was doing online. I felt like a fraud when I was showing up, teaching on social media to people when I didn't really know what I was doing myself. Not when I didn't have success in the industry, talking about even the industry alone when I hadn't recruited anybody online yet, and talking about that's a better way to go, yet I hadn't done it myself. But I was learning. So I was sharing with, how people are doing it, and that's how the way I wanted to do it. And then I got results myself. But it's for me, like I grew into the passion. I didn't have the passion from day one. So please don't feel you absolutely have to have the passion for day one, because you need to do things in life. You don't wake up in the middle of the night going, oh, this is my new passion. You do things, try things, and it feels good. Or you enjoy certain things. So you've got to try many different things sometimes before you find what feels good. When you've got a passion, or you can grow into the passion, it'll be so much easier for you to build your business. If you don't have any passion for it around, at all, it doesn't align with you, it feels icky, all those kind of things, then it's going to be really tough to be successful. Because, if it doesn't align with you and you're not passionate about it, then you're not going to be motivated to do anything. So I would encourage you, even if you don't have the passion now, if you see potential to grow a passion for it, stick with it. So I love doing live videos now. I love the community that we've got here. I didn't even introduce myself. Anybody that's watching new and you're still here with me this far down the video, my name's Helen Martin and I'm your online crew captain. So we've just got this amazing online crew community here of entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, network marketers, those in MLM, and we're learning how to leverage social media to build our business online to attract people to us. That's what we do here. Okay, and this has become a massive passion of mine. But I'm from corporate. I did, accounting and then a Bachelor of Business majoring in marketing. And then I was a general manager, and then I went back to do law at university. This is not my world. This was not my world. My world turned upside down when somebody passed away and we moved to the country, and some of you know my story. But it's become a passion. So you don't have to start with a passion. You just got to be willing to stick at it if it's something that you think you can do. Okay. So just take into consideration where you sit with that. You don't have to be born with passion to eventually get passion. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Number 7, I did a live on this. I think it was just last week. The whole live was about this particular thing, and that's about connection. If you can't connect with people, guys, you're going to have a really hard time building a successful business. Everything is connection. Human beings connect with other human beings. Personal life, friends, relationships, business, even in the online world. You cannot hide behind your computer and be successful. You still need to make connections with people. People still need to know that you are real and authentic and genuine, so they can connect with you. And people go into business with human beings. They don't go into business with objects. So everything revolves around connection. So if you're not a good communicator, if you're hiding behind your screen in the online world and you're not making genuine connections with people on your business page, that's where you need to focus. Okay, you need to make genuine connections with people, even in the online world. So the people that follow you, that they feel comfortable to send you a message or reach out, or you get on a Zoom call with or something like that. Connection. You absolutely need genuine connections with real human beings, even in the online world. Okay, because people buy off humans. They don't buy. There might be a funnel that somebody finds themselves in and they do the transaction, but people actually buy something off the human being behind, selling whatever it is that they're selling. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. Where am I? That was number 7. So we've got 8, 9, 10. 8, optimism. Which side do you focus on? Positive or negative? Do you see every opportunity or every mistake or something that's gone wrong as a learning curve or a massive stumbling block? How do you see the world? Are you that glass half empty or the glass half full? If things don't work out, do you go into victim mode and say, this always happens to me. Nothing ever works out for me. I'm not good at this. I'll never be any good at this. That's not somebody who's optimistic. So you should talk yourself into, or try to, that you are capable of anything. What you believe will become your reality. If you don't believe it, it won't happen. So you can say to yourself, I'm going to be so successful. And then that little voice pops in going, I don't know if you can. It's not going to work. It ain't going to work. You've got to get the little voice to agree with the external voice. So if you really believe you can be successful, you actually have to genuinely feel it and actually, be really optimistic and positive about that you can achieve anything. So that comes down to your thoughts. You need to control your thoughts. Some of you might need a little bit of work on that because of how you grew up, how you were treated, what's happened in your past. Everyone has baggage of some sort. So sometimes that takes a little bit of work to go, no, that was my past. It doesn't define who I am now. I can have anything I want now. I can work towards anything I want now. The doors are open, and then you will see opportunities. You could have opportunities smack bang in your face, and you won't see it because you're not open to it. So the more open and optimistic you are, even when you're arguing with somebody, it can be, okay, I really appreciate your point of view. It's just not where I sit. It's just not quite how, I see that. But you respect other people's opinion, like you're open and you're optimistic about anything in the world. And, you want to be that kind of person. Otherwise, you'll miss amazing things that are right in front of your face and you can't even see them. So we want to be optimistic. We want to be positive. If negative thoughts creep in, just say, thanks, brain. I get it. The little voice is there, but I'm going to retrain that bugger. So, thank you, but no, I don't want to believe that anymore. Retrain your thoughts and create new habits. But it takes time, guys. You can't just think it once and suddenly you're going to be a positive thinker. This kind of stuff is what you need to work on all the time, retraining your brain to create new habits. Everything you do is habits, and you've either got really good habits or really bad habits, or a combination of both, more likely. But everything is habits, and you just use that as excuses. Somebody might say, oh, I'm just lazy. You choose to be lazy. It's just a bad habit that you've got into. You can change that. You can change anything you want to change. You can change your outlook on life. You can change who you hang out with. You can change who you're in a relationship with. You can change, what business you're in. You can change from building online to offline. You can change whatever you want to change. It's up to you. You choose. You choose how you show up to the world. Okay? Number 9, we've got 2 more. Number 9, self-confidence. Do you have it? Or do you need to work on that? The video challenge is amazing for this because I see people's confidence just grow from the first video where they're shy and timid and almost shaking to now you can see their personality come out, and it's really cool. So do what you need to do to work on your self-confidence. If you know that you lack self-confidence, you hide in your house behind social media. You're not confident out in the big wide world. What do you need to do for you to improve that? What is it that you don't like about yourself? What is it that, holds you back from being amazing? It could be a myriad of things that could lead to that. But what is it that you need to work on to build your confidence? Something could be holding you back. And if you know that there's something holding you back, then focus on that. Because you need self-confidence to be a successful entrepreneur. You really do, because it's tough out there in the big wide world of building a business in this industry. Would you agree with me, guys? If anyone says this is easy, they're just lying. Like if people, recruit you into their business and go, oh, you only have to do this, and we've got the system and we've got the videos, and you just put them onto somebody else to do the 3-way chat, and, everything's set up for you. All you have to do is this. Could be setting people up for failure. Anyway, self-confidence. So when you trust yourself and your decisions in life and you are confident in what you do, then you're more likely to be successful. So if you need to work on your self-confidence, then work on your self-confidence, okay? Number 10, isn't number 10 the same as, did I get 7 and 10 mixed up? So, no. So, bear with me. Number 7, I said I did a video about last week, but I didn't. It was number 10. So number 7 was connection, human connection. Number 10 is communication. That's what I did a video on last week. Communication. How do you communicate with people? Do you get shitty with people and then just hang on to that for weeks and months and never say anything and just, stuff stews up in your head? Or do you communicate effectively with people? Do you communicate with people that you work with, your downline, things like that? How do you communicate with people? I won't repeat everything I said in my video last week, but that was all on communication. Okay, when you've got good communication that's present and conversations flow and issues get sorted out, it just, things just flow because of the communication that you have with people, then you're far more likely to be successful because you won't hang on to things, you won't hold grudges, you won't worry about things that you shouldn't really worry about because you've made something up in your head that doesn't even exist. All that kind of stuff can be resolved with really, really good communication. So that's number 10. You've got to be a great communicator to make it in this world of entrepreneurialism. Would you agree with that, guys? So the one thing we don't want to do in this world, because we won't make it if we're mediocre. If you're just a mediocre person with mediocre drive, mediocre enthusiasm, mediocre willpower, mediocre self-confidence, then guess what? You're probably going to have a mediocre life. We are a different breed, or you need to learn to be a different breed to really make it in this world of a home-based business owner entrepreneurialism, because you got to have guts that other people don't have. You got to have confidence that other people don't have. And it doesn't mean you're not capable of being successful. You just might have some of those things in these 10 things that you need to work on. So work out which ones you need for you, because we've all got them. We've all got one of those 10 or many of those 10 that we need to improve on a little bit more. Would you agree with that, guys? Like, I mean, no one's perfect, are they? Or is anyone listening that's perfect? If you think you're perfect, I want to know. Because, yeah, perfection doesn't exist. And that's the one thing, regarding the online world and how you show up and live video and stuff like that. You don't need to look perfect. You don't need to say perfect things. You don't need to worry about ums and ahs if you've got good content, those kind of things. Just work out the bare minimum. So the bare minimum really is when you're showing up on the online world. What's your brand, guys? If you don't know what that is, please join us next week for the branding course. It's worth every cent, because that's the foundation of what you do online. Otherwise, you just confuse people. Who's going to follow you if they're confused? But then building fans and followers. Who would want to follow you? What is the reason that someone would want to follow you? How are you showing up? What value are you delivering to the world? How are you showing up as far as your personality goes, your energy goes, and all those kind of things like that? Like, really think about that. It's not rocket science. But are you interesting to watch? Are you interesting to listen to? Have you got good things to say? Have you got good value to bring? All those kind of things play a massive part on whether you're going to be successful in this online world or not. And nothing is unachievable. You choose. If you want to get better at things, then you choose and just work towards it. Put the effort in. If you want to be successful in this industry and have things that the average person doesn't have, don't be average. Work towards being a better you. And progress is progress. It may not change overnight. There may be lots of things that you need to work on, and that's completely cool. But if you want it, you need to work for it. This is not an easy industry to be in. And we don't get born with successful traits. We create good habits that lead to, successful habits to help us to be successful in life and business and all those kind of things. Make sense? Okay, Renee, I'm gaining more and more passion with learning and seeing results. Awesome. Edith, I'm finding my passion bit by bit, and that's fine. Don't force it. If anyone says to you, what's your passion? Hey, Colleen, how are you? What's your passion? You got to follow your passion. You may not even know what that is yet. Don't stress about it. Otherwise, you're going to force something that's not natural. So you got to try different things to know what feels good, and that could turn into a passion. Can you please recap the qualities? Very, very quickly, I'll just list off the headings, Gloria, because I've got to get on a webinar. So 1, drive. 2, self-reliance. 3, willpower. 4, patience. 5, integrity. 6, passion. Although you might not have it to start with, it's okay. 7, connection. Human connection in the social media world. 8, optimism. 9, self-confidence. And 10, good, great, awesome communication. Okay, makes sense? Hope that helps, Gloria. Jenna, I actually like the live video too. I just need some value to offer. Yeah, so that's what you work out with your brand. When you know your brand, you'll know what to talk about and what value to give. So sometimes that just takes a little while to nut out. Looking forward to digging deeper and grow. Awesome. I'm hiding at the moment. Well, the first thing, Megan, is that you recognize that. You can't do anything without recognizing it. So if you know you're hiding a little bit by social media, then that's the very first step, Megan. So that's a good thing because you can work on things to not hide, okay? So you know where you need to start. Judy and Bob, half full, half empty depends on the day. Then catch yourself thinking, yeah, you might wake up with the glass half empty, but catch yourself and go, oh, my glass is so half empty today. I need to rephrase. I need to change that. Okay, it's up to you. Hey, Brenda, my self-confidence is overflowing. Well, wacky do, Gloria. That's awesome. Yes, agree. Oh, sorry. Where did you all go? Christina, I just did a live yesterday on confidence. Did you? Cool. Hi, Robert. How are you? Anybody that appears like that, if you know you've made a comment, it just means you're watching from my group. I'm broadcasting from my business page and my group at the same time. So you're split viewership. Some of you may be watching from either place. If you appear like that, it means that you're watching from my group and you just need to give StreamYard permission for me to see you, which is the very last link up above that says streamyard.com/Facebook. Okay. I could be a better communicator at times. I think we all can, Edith. I think that's something we all constantly need to work on. Yes. Susan, haha. Gloria, ha ha ha, I'm perfect. Ah, there we go. Gloria's perfect, but Christina's not. So interesting, very funny. Lots of room for improvement. I think we've all got room for improvement. Like none of us are perfect. Except for Gloria. Okay. If I'm going to be honest, I have to work on several of the lists tonight, but I can and I will. And that's all that you can do. Be honest about where you're at, which areas you need to focus on, and like just start the process. Work on it every day because this stuff doesn't happen overnight. You have to create brand new habits, okay? Branding course is amazing for a starting point and launching from there, a must do. Thank you, Olive. Far from perfect, have to work on this every day and learn from all things that touch our lives. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I know there's more comments, but I need to go and get on a webinar. So I hope you got something from that, guys. Those of you that are still here, just know what you need to work on and just go and work on it. Just go and take the action. Nothing happens unless you actually take the action that you need. So we've all got areas of room for improvement in probably, many of those areas, and that's not a bad thing. Realizing things is the first start to actually changing things, okay? So just go and do what you need to do. All right, guys. So don't forget tomorrow, I'm going to have Lani with me live, the winner of our video challenge. So please turn out and support Lani and give her some love. Those of you from the video challenge, please go and check all the posts in Unit 3. So my last video, the special bonuses, because you've got less than 24 hours to claim them. If any of the links are not working, please somebody message me and let me know if you have any trouble with that. And the branding course starts next Monday. If anybody needs any help with their brand, that link is above as well. So I'll see you guys same time tomorrow with Lani as my special guest. So I'll catch you then. Bye.